Hello friends, welcome back to this vlog. I'm so excited for you to be on my channel with me. My name is O-Sheena. Today, I'm going to be reading some romance books for Valentine's Day. So last year I made a video called Reading Contemporary Romance Until I Hate It, and it was really fun to do that because that's my favorite genre. So this year I wanted to kind of incorporate Valentine's Day into it. So this should be going up the day after Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everyone. And there are some books that I'm really excited about, and there's so many contemporary romance options here, so I'm gonna definitely be reading a few and then we'll see how many other ones make it into the video. I've got a lot of different ebooks that I can choose from. I still have Kindle Unlimited, and there's so many cute rom-coms on there that I'm sure I'll be reading in this video. But the two physical books that I for sure want to read, number one is My Phony Valentine by Courtney Walsh. How could I not? It's literally about Valentine's Day, and I'm so excited to read this book. I really hope that I love it, but it's just so perfect for this holiday. How could I not read it in this video? So this is for sure going to be here. And then the other one that I'm thinking I'll have little snippets of in this video is Before I Called You Mine by Nicole Deese. This is a reread for me, but it is likely going to be the book that wins my Patreon poll for our buddy read, so very excited about that. I don't see any of the other books winning because right now this has like 60% of the votes. So I think we're good to go. So I'm really excited to read this again. It's been years and years since I've read this book, but it's one of my all-time favorites. So I'm really excited to dive back into this. I will be filming a spoiler reading vlog for this book for Patreon, but in this video I might give little updates depending on when I'm reading it. I'm not exactly sure when I'll start it, but these are the two physical books that I have, and I'm likely going to start My Phony Valentine first, so very excited about that. And then once I am into My Phony Valentine or whatever, we'll see, I am going to check out Kindle Unlimited to see what books on there I might want to read for this video. Okay, hi everyone. I feel like I need to do like a major update. Life has been busy, so I can't film as easily like back-to-back updates. So for this romance vlog, I don't even remember what I said last, but like the only romance book, well actually, okay, see, we don't know. I just finished rereading In Too Deep by Lynn Blackburn, and I almost would bump this up to a 5-star. I really loved rereading it, and I tabbed all my favorite parts. And this relationship in particular, I just really like resonated with, so that's why I liked it. Yeah, highly recommend. Okay, so I will be rereading the third book pretty soon here, but I'm gonna save it. So that's that. But then I'm also reading My Phony Valentine, but gonna be honest, you guys. Can I even say this out loud? I'm on chapter 6, and okay, I like it, but when the girl is awkward in a cringy way, that's how this is coming across. And I mean, it's early enough, but I did find myself like rolling my eyes at her. And I'm kind of like, really? Like when a girl gets tongue-tied around an attractive guy, like please, I hate that. I don't know why. It really rubs me the wrong way. Because I don't like it when girls like, I don't know that they can talk to a guy. I don't know. It just comes across as cringy, not like endearing to me, depending on how it's written. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I put this down to finish In Too Deep. And then I have also been filming / reading The Hunger Games. So I'm on Mockingjay, which I just started. So, but I am going to give this another go. We're going to continue. And I really hope that I come around to it. What a letdown, you guys. I don't know. I'm not on the Courtney Walsh hype train with everyone. Why? Like, I feel like the only hype train that I have joined is the Becky Wade hype train, the Lynn H. Blackburn hype train, which I feel like I made myself. I don't know who else hypes this. Let me know. And then the Powerless hype train. But other than that, like, there's so many hype trains that I just can't get on board with because I'm not that into the books and I can't pretend. Like, I really can't fake liking a book. I'm bad at that. Okay. So my true thoughts have to come out because I'm not good at lying. So, which is a good thing. But you know, I wish I could soften the blow a bit, but like I don't get it. But it's only because the character. It's only because the girl. And then this mean girl, like, why does it have to be a mean girl? I don't know. Is that realistic? Like, do people have these people in their lives? Like, why? And that's the thing, like, I can't relate to it, so then I don't like it. Anyways, I'm gonna film some videos. We're gonna continue on, but yeah, I just had to update you that because I've been avoiding updating because I knew I had to like talk about this book. But hey, it's early. Maybe I will fall in love with it. I don't know, but for now I'm like annoyed with the girl and I don't want to read it. I feel bad. Hello friends, welcome back. So I put a pause on my Phony Valentine because I just needed a break from it. The main character was bugging me, so I did decide to start Just Don't Fall by Emma St. Clair on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm on chapter 4 and I'm really into it already, so I'm excited about that. So that's what I'm going to be reading first in this video, and then I will finish my Phony Valentine, and then my thought is I will end the video on Uneasy Street by Becky Wade because I'm very excited about that release, and she did send me an early ebook copy, so I will be reading that as well. So 2 ebooks and 1 physical book in this video, but all 3 can be found on Kindle Unlimited, so I will write them down below if you want to check them out. But for Just Don't Fall, it is a hockey romance, and it's kind of a childhood friends to more. They were kind of friends, like she's also his former, her brother is his ex-best friend too. So he was best friends with her brother when they were little. And he's definitely, it's like a grumpy sunshine because the girl is definitely like more peppy and happy and he is a grump. So far I really like it though. I like the writing style and the characters. Emma St. Clair usually is like, has a strong writing style, so I'm looking forward to getting into that. And it's not too long, like on my tablet it's 323 pages. Hello friends, I finished Just Don't Fall, so I'm excited to talk about it. I'm landing on like a 3.5 stars, but I'll give it 4 on Goodreads. I really enjoyed a lot of aspects of this book. It was so fast paced, I read it in like 2 days. So that's awesome, and it's definitely a great introduction to this Appies team. I didn't catch like why they're called Appies, because that just makes me think of like appetizers at a restaurant, but it's a hockey team and you do meet a lot of the hockey players, but they're all very distinct and it doesn't feel like they all blend together, so I liked that. And they all really highly respect the girl. Her name is Parker. Oh, a P name, Parker. And I really liked that part. I thought that was done really well. The things I really liked about it were Parker as a character. I liked her. She felt relatable. She'd never been kissed before and she was in her late 20s, I think, or maybe even early 30s. I forget. Anyways, she was definitely, maybe she was in her 30s. Either way, she had never been kissed, and that was something that she had to like work through, and she was insecure a little bit. And the guy, definitely don't remember his name, Dallas, I want to say. You know, he just really like respected her and was so kind to her about that. And just that whole journey of like them eventually kissing, I thought it was really beautifully done. So I really liked that part. It was relatable. It was cheesy, like kind of their dialogue together and like the flirting. It was cringy to me just a little bit, but I had to remind myself like this is a rom-com, it's lighthearted, it's not meant to be deep. But I am finding that I really prefer the deeper rom-coms that have the humor but then also have the depth of characters. So it was lacking that bit of depth, so that's kind of where the 3.5 comes in. But I still enjoyed it and I would still recommend it, and I think a lot of people would like it. I think there are better rom-coms out there, but this is also a pretty solid option from Emma St. Clair. I think this is some of her best writing, and I liked it. So I'm happy about that. So yay, a positive review for the video. Now we're gonna dive into my Phony Valentine. It is time. Okay, it is time. Wait a second. This guy's name is Dallas. What are the odds? What was the guy's name? Did I mess that up? I already got rid of it, so I literally don't know. Logan. Was that his name? It is Logan. Why did I think it was Dallas? Because it's this guy. Okay, they're gonna blend together. That's the problem. Like, this is another hockey romance. And I will admit, when I was reading Just Don't Fall, I got some of the characters mixed up with my Phony Valentine. It is what it is. But so this guy's name is Dallas, and the girl's name is, I actually don't know. What is her name? Poppy? I want to say Poppy. Okay, good. Who cares about character names? I don't. I usually just say the character, the girl character, the love interest, because names just leave my brain as soon as I hear them in books. In real life, I'm pretty decent with names, but anyways. Okay, so I'm gonna dive back into this. I'm on chapter 6. I did kind of like reread it a little bit to get me back up to this point, and I'm ready to dive in. I'm gonna give this the strongest shot I possibly can. Okay, I have heard decent things about the audiobook, but I just don't have the audiobook, so that can't help me. I have the physical book. I do technically have the ebook too, because this is on Kindle Unlimited, so if I am out, I could download it and read it that way too, but I want to just physically read it because I should have the best chance of liking it by physically reading it. Again, gonna give it the best chance. And then I did just get, I know I already mentioned this, but I have the ebook for Uneasy Street, and then I also have the audiobook. So very excited about that. So I'm probably gonna do a tandem read with the ebook and the audiobook, and I can't wait to do that. So that'll be the third book in this video, and then we'll get this up for the day after Valentine's Day. So yeah, very excited about that. But okay, that's about it. I'm working from home today, so I need to do some work, but I do want to read as well, you know, on my lunch break and stuff. So that's the plan. I'm also really digging pigtails like this. Is that what you call like braided pigtails? Braided French braided pigtails, right? They're like a little bit messy, but there's something about it I just feel cute, but like not like a little girl cute, which is good because I'm not a little girl. Like, I'm 31 years old, you guys. I just got a notification. I'm supposed to stand? Really? All right. Oh, it's a rainbow. I've already been shoveling for just a little bit. This is what we're working with. So I did all of that, which is barely anything. Hello. Can you see that whiteness is snow? Okay. I tried shoveling and I'm too tired now. I got all cold and sweaty, and so I took a shower and I am going to read some of this book. Do you know how many weeks it feels like it's been since I've opened this book? And when did I last update? I think I was on chapter 6. I'm still on chapter 6. Yeah. I've just been listening to audiobooks instead of actually reading because like I just don't have the time. But I'm gonna sit here and read chapter 6. Okay, how long is chapter 6? Oh, I can do that. 3 pages? Okay. So I'm gonna do that and then we'll see what happens. I need to like do stuff. So who has time for all of this filming? But I'm gonna try. Okay. I'm also like working from home. I'm in my pajamas. It's Monday. Great, right? Okay, just to prove I could, I read 2 chapters instead of 1. So I'm on chapter 8 now, and I like it because, okay, I was worried, you guys. It was a tough start. I didn't like the girl at first, but she is better now. Like, she can talk to him. They had a funny little chat, and there's a meddling grandma. I think this is gonna be cute as long as, I don't know, as long as it doesn't turn cringy. I don't know, but I liked those 2 chapters. One was in Dallas's perspective, one was in Poppy's, and I like it. So that was a good start. Now I gotta go do stuff, but at least I read some, right? I'm on page 68 now, so that feels like a win. Okay. So I'm on chapter 28, page 224. And I like it. Okay, I like it. It's cute. Also this like fully broke. Just okay. I like it. It's feeling 4-star level. I like a lot of parts of it. I think the writing is good, but then it also, there's just this level of cheese. Like, I think I'm learning about myself now. I'm learning that like cheesy romance, I don't know if I'm into it. I don't know. Like, just right now, I'm like not into it. I want like the serious stuff. Really love the guy character, but I wish that the characters felt more balanced. Poppy is so insecure that it's like, I don't even know. Like, she finally stood up for herself in one situation, and I was like, yes, thank you. Like, I want to see more of that, you know? And then, I mean, they kissed, and that was pretty cute. Okay. It's cute too because they're like fake dating, but they clearly are like pining for each other and like really like each other. So that part is cute. And I do like the side characters. I'm curious what the next book is about. I think it's My Lucky Charm. I'm assuming it follows another one of the players on the team, but I don't actually know. But yeah, this is cute. It's definitely cute. It's just, why is there gotta be some mean girls? Like, enough with that, seriously. But yeah, I'm probably gonna finish it today, and then I'm gonna dive into Uneasy Street. I'm really excited for it, just because it's Becky Wade, okay? Okay. Hopefully I'm in the frame. We'll see. I don't know if you guys are like keeping up with what I'm up to. I've mentioned this a couple times in a few videos, whatever, but I was just on a retreat for my work, so I was gone this week, and so that is what this is from. I still need to put my suitcase away, but I do want to update that I did finish my Phony Valentine. So I'm gonna give this 4 stars. I really liked it. I thought that there was a good layer of depth added so that it brought it up to a 4-star. I'm learning now my taste with romance even more so. Like, my taste is evolving, I'm finding, as I've gone into my 30s and just all the experiences I've had. I really prefer deep romances over the cheesy ones. So this one had a mix. It definitely had a lot of cheesy moments and like slightly cringy moments, but then also some depth. So I liked that about it, and for that I would recommend it. I enjoyed it. It's definitely a solid romance choice. A really great option if you want to read a clean hockey romance, because there was some hockey in it, like she went to the games and stuff, but then she was also a cook and she owned her own restaurant, so you saw a lot of her. I definitely would have liked to see a little bit more depth between them, but again, it's a rom-com. It's not supposed to be like super deep, and there was some depth. Like they both had issues that they were working on and they came together, and it was definitely like super fast paced and like feel good. It was a really feel good story. There's no language, only kissing, and I see why everyone likes it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. 4 stars, like definitely a great option. So put me in the Valentine's Day mood as well. So that's great. Okay, so now the last book in this video is gonna be Uneasy Street by Becky Wade. I'm so excited for that book. I've read like the first little paragraph section, and I already feel familiar with her writing style, so that feels really good. And so I'm gonna just keep reading it and see how far I can get. I have a week to finish it because it is Friday, February 7th today, and this video goes up Saturday, February 15th. So I have a week to finish Uneasy Street, which should be no problem. Anyways, yeah, that's the little update. I'm still snowed in. I cannot get my car out of the driveway. Yeah. Like I can get up a little bit, but then I'm just like, my wheels are spinning, not moving. My winter tires are on the deck right behind you. I did not put them on before the snow came. It's been a busy few months, and I'm a little overwhelmed, to be honest. Like I had a nice little cry about it last night. Just feeling overwhelmed. Like just like it's a lot. Being an adult is a lot sometimes, and sometimes you just need to cry about it. So that's what I did last night. Yeah, and I feel okay today. It was nice to finish this book. And I'm now going to, I don't know, I need to work. I need to read other books. I'm a little bit behind on my reading schedule, but that's okay. I feel like I'm in a slight reading slump, not gonna lie. So, but you know what makes it better? Iced coffee. This is an iced coffee, even though it's freezing cold. I'm wearing big, thick socks with my iced coffee, okay? I really hope you can even see this. Like I'm using the back camera and I don't have like a mirror behind for me to see what you're seeing. So I literally, who even knows? Is my head cut off? I don't know. We'll watch it back. If I have to refilm this, I actually might not. I actually might just, the show must go on, you know? Okay, is this gonna work? Oh, hello. Yikes. Grab my phone. Forget your phone. Okay, hi. So, what's that? Okay. So I'm reading Uneasy Street. Okay, let's have a good old talk, okay? I'm on chapter 12, which is 48% done on the ebook. Real talk, you guys. I hype Becky Wade a lot because there are some of her books that are my all-time favorite books, and her book, My Stubborn Heart, introduced me to Christian fiction back in the day, Christian romance, and so that will always be a part of my story, and she's just like such like an iconic Christian romance writer for me in the contemporary genre, that she just like means a lot to me because of like everything that I have like grown in myself as a reader. And then she also was one of the first authors to actually like interact with me on social media, and she sent me some of her books for free, and like it's been such a cool experience. When you have that kind of relationship with an author, you automatically are biased towards their books. Like you want to love every single one of their books, and I do. I want to love all of her books. And I have struggled with this series because this is not her best writing. This is not even her best storylines. Like, I've seen better from her. And so because these are like her new releases though, like I still want to support her and hope that these books do well, but they're not as good as her previous books, and they're not my top recommendation by her. So it is awkward a little bit to have like hyped her so much, but then if you guys haven't read her before and you start with this series, you might not be impressed. You might think like, why would she recommend this book? And like, I get it. There are some people that give these books 5 stars. Like the only one I own is Memory Lane. And luckily, like, Memory Lane is my favorite in the series, so I'm glad I own this one. And I love the covers to the series. I love that so much. Like, I would own the books just for the covers. But the storylines, the chemistry between the characters, they're just not that good. Like, Becky Wade has written way better books than this. It sucks, because I know that she puts so much effort into her books. Like, her heart behind writing and just all of it is just like, I really respect her. I like her as a person. I like her as an author. But this series just like, it's just not that good. It's not that good compared to her other books. I'm reading Uneasy Street and I'm not impressed. Like, I'm annoyed by the characters. I'm not like very invested in this storyline, and she's taken her time to write like kind of elaborate storylines before, like wherever it is. So Stay With Me is a classic example, because you follow a lot of characters in this book and they have a backstory and you get flashbacks and all that, but it's written so well that I'm like so invested in all of it. When she flashes back or like writes a lot of characters or whatever in this series, it just falls flat. Like, it's not interesting to me. I don't care about it. Then with this series, the romance between the characters, it's so good. It's so like full of chemistry and tension, and it's so believable. Whereas the romance in this series, like, it's cringy, it's like unrealistic, almost like the male character and the female character are like stereotypes or caricatures or not real people, whereas they feel like real people in this series, and that's what I love about it. And there can be like cheesy random stuff that happens in this series, but the way she writes it is so good that I love it. I eat it up, like 5-star level. But the cheesiness that happens in this book or in this series is so cringy to me. And because it's Becky Wade, I hold her to a higher standard. Like, if this was just a different like clean romance author, maybe I would be less harsh, but I also don't think I would have stopped after Memory Lane. I don't think I would have read the rest of the books, but because it's Becky Wade, like, I want to give her a chance. Yeah, that's just me being straight up honest. Like, I kind of hope she doesn't see this, but also like I can't like keep supporting her new releases if this is what they're gonna be. So that feels like really harsh to say, but that's my like honest opinion, you guys. So I, in my previous videos, have been like really excited about this release, like Uneasy Street, love the cover, love the idea of it, like was really excited to read from Max's perspective. But Max is not a nice person, but neither is Sloane. Like, I don't like either of their characters. I don't see chemistry between them. It's an enemies to lovers second chance romance, and I don't believe it. It's like I can't even say it's cringy or cheesy. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why are they together? And it feels like there's forced chemistry. So that's really unfortunate. Then there's like some other things in the storyline that like I'm not into. Like, super random stuff, but like in this book, I don't want to hear about these pet rats, okay? I really don't. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it makes Ivy more endearing. I think it makes her kind of weird, and I'm not into it, okay? So there's that. Then there's this like storyline about this missing tiara, and then also Ivy's like parents and whatever. I'm like, this all feels like a bunch of pitch patches put together that don't make sense. So that's how I'm feeling. I'm not here to hate on authors. I really don't want my channel to be something where I'm talking about authors I don't like. Like, I want to just move on. I only want to recommend the good books. But I do feel like I have to have this conversation with you guys because this is not her best series. But truly, like, there will be people that like this series though. Like, I'm not saying that it's universally bad, but for my taste, for what Becky Wade has written in the past, I can't believe it. I have the audiobook though, so I will probably still finish it. The real deal, you guys. Like, I will always support Becky Wade the best I can, as honestly as I can, but I really value my relationship with you guys and I want you to trust me. And so I don't want there to be certain authors that I like soften the reviews just because I like the author. Like, although, I mean, that's natural. It's so natural to do, and I'm sure lots of us do it. But I really want to make sure that I'm being trustworthy in my reviews to you guys. And I just would not recommend this series as a good place to start with Becky Wade. Like, if you want a Becky Wade series, go with Stay With Me, for sure. She has 2 other series before this one, too, that I would choose over the Sons of Scandal series, because I'm just, like, not into it. I said this about Tessa Afshar. It's not an accurate representation of how much I love Becky Wade and her books and how much I believe in her, and I think that she is capable of high-quality writing. But something went weird with this series, and I don't know what is going on there, but, like, it's not as good as her other books. It just is not. So that's too bad. But I just really wanted to like sit down and say this, because are we doing authors a favor by not telling them when we don't like their books? Like, authors need to know what our preferences are. Like, if you want to market your books to your readers, we're not going to just like anything, right? Like, some of us might, but like, I can't just, I've said this so many times, I can't force myself to like a book. I can't pretend to like a book. Like, it just doesn't work for me. And I'm coming to terms with this series that, like, and you may have seen, I changed my rating for Rocky Road from 4 stars to 3 stars, because I had said it's 3.5 rounded up to 4, but it is not 4 level for sure. It is 3 level. It is 3-star level, still 3.5, but it should be in the 3 range. And then this book, like, I will probably say 2.5 rounded up to 3 in my review. And that's the most honest I can be. So I hope that makes sense. And yeah, that's why I try to like move on from authors that I don't think I like their books. But Becky Wade is a special case where I do love some of her books, and she's like one of my top recommendations for a Christian romance author, but not with this series. And that sucks. But like, this is what happened with Dani Petrie. I love her Submerged series. Like, that was my first series by her. Absolutely loved it. Amazing. But then her next series, called The Killing Tide, I thought it was so boring and convoluted, and like, it was not the same as Submerged. So I totally like stopped reading her books after that. But I don't want to do that with Becky Wade. Like, I don't want to walk away from her. So I'm very curious what she's going to come out with next. I know that this is the conclusion to the trilogy, and I don't know. I really hope that she goes back to like the Stay With Me stuff and the My Stubborn Heart stuff. Like, that's what I want to see from her. And if it doesn't happen, like, I may have to move on. And that's really sad to say, but I don't know. It is what it is. But, and I know that writing a book is hard. Like, I'm not saying that I could do better, but as a reader with my preferences, like, I can't deny that, like, I've read way better than this. So yeah, I'm kind of just going through the motions of listening to this book on audio and then following along on the ebook. So I probably won't update again until I've actually finished it. But this is kind of my review, I guess, right now, because I don't see it changing, although it might. And I will definitely let you guys know if it does change. But at this point, like, this is where I'm at with this book. So kind of sucks. But yeah. I have very specific taste when it comes to romance. Like, I'm not going to just like everything, and that is fine. But if you like lots of stuff, please, like, and also if you liked this book, if you like this series, tell us everything you like about the series. Tell us. I want to know, because like, this is still 4 stars. Memory Lane is still 4 stars. I would still recommend it. It's still a fun book, and it's the least boring of all of them. All right, friends. So I finished Uneasy Street, And I put my review on Goodreads already, so you can go check that out. I'm giving it 2.5 stars, but rounded up to 3. But you saw my thoughts. Okay. So interesting video. That's why I like doing these videos, because I never know how they're gonna go, and I think this one in particular is gonna bring up a good discussion. So please give your honest thoughts. I wouldn't say that the book improved. It just kind of stayed the same level. So that's why I feel good about giving it the 2.5, because I didn't hate it, but there were just like a lot of things that I didn't like. So yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you for watching this, you guys. I hope that it was enjoyable. I will write all the books down below that I read in this video and link anything below that I mentioned. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Bye.